All right, it is Hall of Fame weekend here at Victory Lane Speedway, and we will be talking tonight about some of the inductees, reading some highlights of their racing careers and involvement in racing in Manitoba and abroad. Of course, Al Delane was a Hall of Famer, or is a Hall of Famer, and Big Al, as he was known, started racing at the track in 1973. He was very competitive and raced until around 1980. He continued to help his brother Rod at the track until 1985, when his oldest son started driving. Over the years, Al enjoyed racing with Rick. Then a few years later, his youngest son Kevin joined the team. Big Al always helped out around the track, and in 1999 he took it to a new level. Here we go with Pure Stock Heat number 2, and here's your lineup.
Inside row 1, the 10 is Kyle Swaffer. Outside of him, the 46 is Michael Kopp. Inside row 2, the St. Andrews Towing 00 is Greg Blonsky. Outside, the East Side Ventilation 44 is Rob Reese. Inside row 3, the 28 is Alex Mira. Outside of Alex, the 19X is Corey Werbicki. Inside row 4, the 17K is Caden LeBute, driving a 57 Chevy. And outside of Caden, the 07 is Eric Wartenkin. We're going green on the racetrack. The 00 of Greg Blonsky has to slam on the brakes due to the slower car in front of him. Rob Reese up to second. He started 4th. Werbicki to the outside in the 19X. Started 6th and he's up to 3rd. Alex Mira 4th. Kyle Swaffer 5th. Greg Blonsky 6th. Caden LeBute 7th. And Michael Kopp is 1st. Michael Kopp with about a 4-car length lead on the 44 of Rob Reese. And those two cars are just pulling away from the rest of the pack.
Well, Michael Kopp in the 46 car, looking real quick. Rob Reese in the 44, a longtime racing veteran, sponsored by Eastside Ventilation. He is out of Brandon, Manitoba. That car number 44 has won a lot of races at Victory Lane Speedway, and he is working on the leader, the number 46 of Kopp, right now in turn 2. All kinds of mayhem happening at the back of the pack in turn number 1. 07 way off the pace. Look at this race in turn number 4. Side by side, Kopp and the 44 of Reese battle into turn 1 and 2.
The 28 of Alex Mira is 3rd. He started in the 5th starting spot. And Rob Reese still trying the inside on the 46 of Michael Kopp. And we're going to have another drag race down the front straightaway. The East Side Ventilation 44 is not giving up. The 07 gets in the way of the 46 of Kopp, slows him down a little. That allows Rob Reese in the East Side Ventilation 44 to gain some ground. 2 to go for Michael Kopp. The St. Andrews Towing 00, 4th spot. The 19X of Corey Werbicki, currently 5th. White flag is out for Michael Kopp, but here comes Rob Reese, and Reese slides. Michael Kopp pulls away, and now Rob Reese has to make up about 7 car lengths to catch up. Checkers for your winner, Michael Kopp. 2nd spot to the East Side Ventilation 44 of Rob Reese. 3rd to the Smooth Body Sugaring 28 of Alex Mira. 4th to the St. Andrews Towing 00, Greg Blonsky. 5th, the 19X. The 10 of Kyle Swaffer, 7th. And then the 7 still has another lap to go.
Well, that'll do it for Pure Stock Heat number 2. Trucks waiting in the wings now for their first and only heat race in the truck division. We'll then move, we are told, to the A mods, then the Midwest mods, then the late models. Then, of course, at intermission, we have the Rod Fair Racing Candy Toss for all the kids. We do that right off Carl's flag stand. So if you're under 12, you can get in on the candy toss a little bit later. Rob Reese on the scale. Those cars have to weigh 3,200 pounds minimum. Green light is on for Rob Reese. Mirror up there as well in the Pure Stock division. Reason for the minimum weights, they don't want people spending wild amounts of money on fancy metals like aluminum and magnesium and titanium. So the minimum weight keeps it more mild steel and cheaper, of course, for the competitors. And that is the idea of the Pure Stock division, our entry-level V8 class. Here we go with the super trucks. Starting on the pole, the Metvent 20C. This is Chris Adet. Outside the Oakwood Roofing number 19 is the veteran Rick Lowy. Inside row number 2, the 14W, is Jamie Weir. And outside the Adventure Power Product 7S is Brent Stagg. Rolling off 5th, inside of row number 3, the Modown Racing Engines 38 is Dan Klim, and outside of Dan, the 3 is Kevin Schick. Row 4 inside, Daryl Heinz in the 42 did a great job last week here at Victory Lane Speedway. He drives the Dimensions Insurance Old Dutch 42, and that truck is for sale, fresh out of Victory Lane. If you're looking to go super truck racing, that 42 is for sale. And rounding out the field, sponsored by McNaught Cadillac Buick GMC and Dynasty Bathrooms. Former champion in this division, the 2 is Dave Buffy at the wheel. Eric Gio was out racing sprint cars in North Dakota. Dave Buffy rolling off 8th here in our first and only super truck heat. And there's the green. We are racing. Here we go. Rick Lowy. Quick on the throttle pedal on the number 19. He started second outside of row 1 and is now first. Adet chasing him down. He was the pole sitter. And keep your eyes on that 42 already in 3rd.
Daryl Heinz started 7. He's already up to 3rd. In the Ron's Marine 42. That car is for sale.
Top 4 trucks are on the move. The 14 of Weir almost into the quarter panel of the 42. That was close. A little bit of a brake check there. That 42 is trying everything on the 20 right now. Throwing everything at him but the kitchen sink. Five to go. Super Truck Heat number 1 up on the racetrack in the Olympic Homes. Number 19, Rick Lowy, a former street stock points champion, looking very strong out here in that 19. That truck is working very well.
4 to go for Rick Lowy in the 19 car, followed by the Metvent 20 of Nick Audette, or Chris Audette rather. Top 4 cars, very close together. The Power Up Electric Ron's Marine 42, closing in on the Metvent 20 of Chris Audette. But Rick Lowy still leads the chase. The Mary Brown's Chicken, Oakwood Roofing number 19, has about 1.5 laps to go. But The 20 of Chris Audette and the 42 of Daryl Hines are not going to make it easy. Rick Lowy around turn 4. Looking at the checkers, and we'll take them. First place goes to Rick Lowy. Second spot to the 20 of Chris Audette. Looks like the Ron's Marine Power Up Electric 42 comes home third. Jamie Weir fourth. The 7 of Brent Stagg fifth. Dave Buffy in the 2 sixth. Dan Klim, sponsored by Modown Racing Engines, 7th. And Kevin Schick is 8th.
All right, thanks very much, Travis. Now we are looking in the staging area, and it looks like the A modifieds are over there, and that is exactly according to our schedule. So here